Hello and welcome. Let us discuss this question that came in the year 2021 and is related to the topic species in the environment. The question is, which of the following are detritivores? Number 1, earthworms. Number 2, jellyfish. Number 3, millipedes. Number 4, seahorses. And number 5, woodlice. Now, let us first understand what are detritivores. Detritivores are those organisms that feed on detritus. Detritus means dead bodies or dead organisms. So basically, they feed on dead matter or dead organism. It can be either plant or animal. If we see the terrestrial detritivores, then they can be divided into various parts. For example, insects like flies, then mites, termites, they are basically detritivores. They feed on dead matter. If we see worms or invertebrates, then in invertebrates, earthworms and millipedes, centipedes are examples of detritivores that are soil dwelling. They feed on dead matters that are in soil. So, earthworms and millipedes are examples of detritivores. Also, woodlice is an example of detritivores because when a tree dies, so these woodlice, they feed on them like termites only. Like termites only, they feed on detritivores. So this is example of terrestrial detritivores. If we see marine detritivores, then marine detritivores also have various types. For example, crustaceans like crabs and lobsters. What are crustaceans? Those having hard shell as an outer body. So that are crustaceans. For example, crabs and lobsters have harder shell outside their body and the softer part is inside. So that are crustaceans. So crabs and lobsters are basically detritivores. Also, various fishes and echinoderms like starfish. Why they are called echinoderms? Because they have soft toes, soft bodies, and 5-part symmetrical body. 5-part symmetry. So if we see any starfish, then there will be 5-part symmetry and soft body. So these echinoderms are also detritivores. They feed on dead animals or dead particles in the ocean, dead matter in the ocean. So crabs and lobsters in crustaceans and starfish in echinoderms are the marine detritivores. So we have seen these terrestrial detritivores as well as marine detritivores. But jellyfish and seahorses, they are basically carnivores. That is, they feed on living organisms, other living organisms. They do not feed on dead matter, they feed on other living organisms. So both jellyfish and seahorses are carnivores. For example, seahorses feed on small fishes or bacteria or algae, whereas jellyfish, they also feed on insects, small fishes that are present in the marine environment. So our answer for this question will be 1, 3 and 5. That is C is the correct answer as far as detritivores are concerned, and all these detritivores are examples of terrestrial ecosystem, whereas in marine ecosystem, crabs, lobsters and starfish are the examples of detritivores. Now similar nature question was there in 2021 only. Which one of the following is a filter feeder? A. Catfish, B. Octopus, C. Oyster or D. Pelican. Now as far as filter feeder are concerned, filter feeder are those organisms that basically filter out the excess nutrient present in the water body. So what can be the excess nutrient? Nitrogen can be the excess nutrient, phosphorus can be the excess nutrient that reduces the demand of oxygen in the water body, or the amount of oxygen, dissolved oxygen in the water body reduces because of the presence of these excess nutrients. So once these filter feeder organisms, they filter out this excess nutrient, so there will be better quality water because the dissolved oxygen in the water will be available for the marine organisms like fishes. So the quantity of fishes will increase. So if we see, for example, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, they are basically added into marine environment or water body through fertilizer runoff. So because of this, there is excessive nutrient in the body. And what happens if there is excessive nutrient in the body? If there will be excessive nutrient, then there will be more blue-green algae or algae growth. Algal bloom will be there. Once there will be algal bloom, they will take the dissolved oxygen present into the water, and hence the remaining part of the oxygen will be less for the fishes and the population of fishes will decline. So dissolved oxygen will decline because of this excessive nutrient. In this scenario, these filter feeders, they take out this excessive nutrient. So if we see oyster has shells, they basically conserve these nutrients into their shells. Also, whales are examples of filter feeders. Because along with fishes, when they feed the group of fishes, along with fishes, they also feed on phytoplanktons and whatever the algae is present in the water body. So that's how the excessive nutrient and the excessive algal bloom is fed by the whales present in the water body. Hence, the dissolved oxygen increases. So this is also an example of filter feeder. So our answer for this question will be C, oyster. As far as catfish is concerned, catfish is basically benthic fishes. They are carnivore. They feed on other insects and fishes present in the water body. Octopus also feed on other organisms, living organisms present in the marine environment, and pelican is a bird that feed on fish as far as water body marine environment is concerned. So pelican is a bird, but oysters, whales are examples of filter feeder. Thank you.